join in on the fun and grab your glue gun. It's the Preppy Crafty Girl Show.
Hey everyone, it's Jonna, the Preppy Crafty Girl, and I am here with some happy mail that came in while I was away. I was on a missions trip this week. So when I returned, this was in my mailbox and I was super excited. Joanie from Not So Fast Joanie reached out to me when she had heard I was gonna do my Daisy and Doris, or Doris and Daisy journal, and she said that I'd be interested in the fact that she had a Doris Day book. And when I found that out, my heart dropped because I was like, what? Or skipped a beat or jumped or whatever you want to say, because I have not seen a Doris Day book. I have all of her collection of records, and so I was just going to use one of the covers of the records for my journal. And then my affinity for Doris Day is because she's bubbly. She was America's sweetheart back in the 50s, 60s, into the 70s, and I just have always adored her. She reminds me so much of my mother, who has now gone on to be with the Lord. And I love watching the Doris Day show. I think I have watched the Doris Day show series, I would have to say 10 times through at least. I don't know. I just love it. I love their big old floppy English sheepdog, and the kids are adorable. And and her father is really sweet and funny. And I just love that show so much. Very quirky. And so I actually bought the series on DVD. I found it at a thrift store, and yeah, so I can just watch them to my heart's delight. And so anyway, my friend always called me Doris, like I was like Doris Day, like I reminded her so much of Doris Day, you know, just singing through life and having a cheery outlook no matter what happens. And I have learned a lot through that woman. And so anyway, I want to do a tribute journal for myself and just journal just every day, just joys in it. And that was my thought. And Daisy's my favorite flower. And so her opening, if you've never watched the Doris Day show, like her opening, she's walking through a field of daisies, and that's my dream. I want to have a field of daisies here. However, the birds keep eating my seed. And so I'm going to start next year. I'm going to plant my daisy seeds, and then I'm going to find some kind of netting or something I can just put down, because I've got like a half acre up at the top of my property. And I thought, oh my goodness, I could just like frolic in my field of daisy. So that's my wish. I'm hoping I can make that come true 1 year while I'm on this property. But anyway, so that's my story about my love of all things daisies and Doris Day. When I was a kid, we had fields of daisies growing up in Connecticut and Massachusetts. And it's just one of my favorite flowers. And I would spend hours like dreaming of like boys from school, or Scott Baio. He was my crush. And so was Leif Garrett and David Cassidy. And so I would do the whole he loves me not. Okay, raise your hand if you were a young kid and growing up in the 60s, that you would sit and pluck the petals off of a daisy to do the he loves me not, to find out if he truly loves you or not. So, and then you'd kind of like cheat because it was someone you really wanted, you know, to have love you. And so anyway, that being said, Joanie reached out to me, like I said, and was going to send me a book, but I have a feeling it's squishy, so there's more in here. I've not looked. There's more in here than the book. Oh my goodness. Oh, first of all, look at her. She's adorbs. She sent all kinds of fun things. And if you do not follow Joanie, I'm going to link her. She is on YouTube. She is an amazing artist, and right now she's currently cleaning out and organizing her craft space. I would hope that you would go over to her YouTube channel, which I will link below, and show her some love, and let's help her grow her channel. Looking at it now, it's at 296. Maybe by the time I show this video today, we could get her over the 300 hump. And I just remember I know how hard it is to grow your channel. You have to be super consistent, and people need to like, share, comment, hit the notification bell. It's just a lot to like grow your channel. So I actually quit trying back in like 2018 because it was a job. It's a full-time job. And so I appreciate everyone who has grown their channel, because I know it's a full-time job. So now I've recently since 2018, just kind of let it grow organically and super slow going. I know that there's a lot of odds against you with all kinds of things that they create out there to make it harder. And so anyway, so whenever we can help a channel out as fellow crafters, if you're a junk journaler or a crafter, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, hit notifications if you like their content. That way it shows up in your feed. The more you engage with the people that you enjoy, the more they'll show up in your feed. You can also do, there's 3 dots next to a video if you're on a computer. You can click that. I think you can do it on your phone too. I'm not really sure. I'll have to look into that. And it'll say not interested or anything like that, or show me more of this. And if you are not interested, because I'm finding out I'm getting recommended a bunch of stuff that I don't like. It's not even in my wheelhouse. And so I end up going in there just putting like, either block this channel if it's a channel that keeps coming up. Like there's like this one thing about motors. I don't know, maybe I did a search one time on something was going on with my car, but all of a sudden now I'm getting all these like engineering car mechanic videos that I don't want, and they keep coming up in my recommended feed, and then it keeps me from being able to see the people that, or the content that I really want to watch. So I just click that, hit block, or don't suggest any other content like this. So you can go in there and you can do that. It takes some work, but eventually you will get the feed of people that you enjoy. So anyway, she is a fellow crocheter. I crochet also, Joanie, and thank you so much. I love having your artwork. I believe she sells these in her Etsy shop. Oh, look at this cute little bunny cluster. And I would go check out her channel, and I will also link, if she has her Etsy on there, I will link her Etsy shop. So I know these are so cute, and this is a great job. And I know this is a lot of work because I myself am a crocheter, but I love having your work, and I will enjoy adding these to my journal. So thank you so much. That was really sweet. Here's another little bag. I love the bag. It's really cute. Little Ziploc bag saying great finds. Oh my goodness. Look at these. Really sweet. Oh, look at all these tiny little bow clips. Oh my goodness. These are super, super cute. Look how small they are. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of work right there. And a sock monkey. That's a very cute little cluster with the bulb pin and the little button. Thank you so much. Do you even make these? Because, oh my, I can't even. That's like crochet string. That's a little too detailed work for me. But this is really, really sweet. So thank you so much for those. I will enjoy adding those to my journal. I will have all kinds of fun yellow stuff hanging out of my journal. Look at this that she created on the top. Okay, I'm going to try not to look at the Doris Day journal. She did shoot me a photo, so look at this. What? This is really neat. Oh, and look at the ribbon. It has little daisies on it. How cute is this ribbon? That's perfect for my journal. How cute is that? That was so thoughtful of her to gather things together. I love it. Oh my goodness, look how cute. I love this. What? Look how cute this is. Oh my goodness, this is so clever. Love this. And she added another one of her little bows. And oh, yes, she's happy. Look at her checking herself out in the mirror. That is really cute. Treat it with kindness. Oh, I love that. Oh, look at these. Are these buttons? Oh my goodness. Little daisy buttons. Oh, I love these. Oh my goodness. I love those. Thank you so much. And then a little wagon. Gather simple pleasures like daisies, by the way. Yes, eventually I want to have a wagon full of daisies. That's so cute. I love it. I love it. This is adorable. Look at this little butterfly trim at the top. Matches the front butterfly. Oh my goodness. So, so clever. I hope you did this on your channel. I'm going to have to go look. I've kind of been out of pocket as far as watching and commenting on people's channels because, like I said, well, I was in North Carolina at my friend's cabin for a while, which has no internet, no cell service. It was definitely an unplugged week. However, it was awesome. And then I went on a missions trip last week. So I literally had 2 day turnaround where I had to unpack and repack for that, do laundry, all the necessary stuff. And so I then went down on a missions trip and didn't really watch anybody's anything and just kind of unplugged again. We worked so hard during the day. It was so hot. It was like 97 degrees and it was a lot of work, but it was very satisfying. We came in and took over a city park and painted. We had to sand, scrape, and paint all the playground equipment. And then we put in, excuse me, new swings, new nets on the basketball court, pressure washed everything. Somebody came in and donated their time and did all the lawn care. And so we were helping with the lawn care of the park and gosh, and then we had a big, huge carnival for the whole area, and we had bouncy houses and cotton candy and hot dogs, and everything was free. And then we did a program in the church that was next door. We cleaned the church, we painted, we did all their sidewalks and their parking lot, pressure washed everything. We cleaned the inside, all the classrooms, so that when the students came back, it was all done. They just needed a lot of help, and this was with Delta Missions. So in the Delta in Mississippi, there's just a lot of need. And so I joined in with the Delta Mission Initiative and went down and just helped wherever I could. And it was lovely. And so they had a program at the church. It was carnival themed. It was awesome. We gave out all kinds of backpacks for the kids, 250 backpacks packed with school supplies, and they got other things that were free, given away free. Well, I had like a dream come true. I got to learn how to use the cotton candy machine, and I got to be over the cotton candy machine, and oh my gosh, it was so much fun seeing all the kids and their eyes light up. And I love cotton candy. If you don't know me, I love cotton candy. So to my dentist's detriment, I love cotton candy. But anyway, yeah, so that's what I was doing. And so I have been unplugged. So I'm going to go in on her channel, see if she actually shows how she made this, because this is so cool. Thank you so much, Joanie. Oh my goodness. Doris Day, her own story. Okay. See, this is from her TV show, I bet, because that's how she wore her hair. That's about the age she was. And I bet you that picture, oh my goodness. Cary Grant, they just don't make men like him. He was gorgeous. He was just one of those jaw-dropping men. Oh, okay. I got my name in here. Doris Day and her own story. I cannot wait to read this. So this was 1975, which would have been the time that she was on that TV show. And do you know, I watched a really cool documentary about her life, and she still lived out in the Beverly Hills area, And if you went by her home and you hit the button outside, she would actually talk to people that were like, came to her home and hit the security button for the gate. And she would come on and she would talk to people. And it was just so like, what? Who does that? So I cannot wait to read her story. Look at her. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't wait to read this story. Joanie, thank you so much for blessing me with this. I had no idea this was even out there. She just had the best smile, best outlook on life. And my mother was a little bit before, well, probably when Doris Day was young, my mother was in radio and TV. So they probably would have been contemporaries. I never did find out if my mother ever met her or interviewed her on her show. I'll have to look back through all my mother's ephemera. I have a lot of the ball gowns. Yeah, she was an amazing dancer too, besides actress. Anyway, Joanie, thank you so much. It was so, that was just wonderful. Thank you. It really blessed me to come back to this. And yeah, I just love it. I love it. I cannot wait to sit and read this. This is gonna be so much fun to read. So again, go and follow Not So SEW, Fast Joanie with one N, and give her some love. And yeah, I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. On a side note, let me put this lovely Happy Mail to the side, and not to overshadow, but when I was on my way back from the Delta, I ended up stopping at McDonald's and grabbed a hamburger, and I was not going to jump on this bandwagon. However, they did have them, so I thought, well, I'll just get one for, just to have up on my shelf. And so here is the bag. It has the Hamburglar on it. He's from when I was a kid. And Grimace. Anyway, so there's the bag. Super cute. And then I have not opened it because I was going to open it with you guys. And I was not going to do this, but I went through, I saw McDonald's. I thought, well, I need to get something to eat. Not that this is the healthiest, but anyway, so let's see what comes in this. First off, it's got tissue paper that I will definitely reuse. The box is adorable, and I would love to turn this into a journal. It would be perfect to make a journal out of. However, I think I'm just going to keep it the way it is and put it up on my shelf. I will use this for sure. This tissue paper. I'll do some collaging. Let's see who I have. It says Birdie on the back, but let's see. Oh, I got Birdie. How cute. Take a trip through McDonald Land. So you get this tin. Then you get thanks for traveling to McDonald Land. And then you hit the QR code and you can scan it. You get a sticker. Birdie is my bestie. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. You get a suitcase, property of Birdie sticker. You get got breakfast with Birdie. McDonald Land passport. So Birdie has a passport. It was issued in 1977. Favorite colors, pink. They love singing, art, and flying. Okay, singing and art's my favorite. Maybe not so much the flying, but I do love to travel. Oh, this is really cute. Pilot's license in 1980. Wake Up at the Birdie House. So there's postcards and then a McDonald's Land postcard. How cute is this? Is so cute. How fun. Anyway, I kind of felt dumb ordering it, but anyway, I did it anyway. So I'm going to put this up on my shelf, I think, just the way it is, and just enjoy it. And I'll probably craft with all the stickers, because why keep it? You know, there's going to be 1,000 other people out there or more that keep them. I'm so happy I got Birdie. So happy. So thank you for opening up the McDonald's Land Adult Happy Meal with me, and I will be back soon. Bye, guys.